The Bowl Championship Series is one of the most debated sports systems at the end of the millennium and into the 2010s. Yet, despite its controversy, the BCS did give college football fans some of the greatest games ever between 1998 and 2013, as well as some forgettable games too. I'm Justin Fraction, and today we take a look at the 10 greatest BCS National Championship games ever played. And a huge shout out to Ajay Lindbo for suggesting this list. We do hope you enjoy it. If you do, feel free to click subscribe down below for more cool videos every single day, and to leave your comments down below for your ideas for videos. If we use them, we might give you a shout out. Actually, we will give you a shout out. It's required. You'll get it. Put your ideas down there. Number 10, the 2000 Orange Bowl, Oklahoma versus Florida State. With 4 appearances, Oklahoma is tied with Florida for the most trips to the BCS National Championship. In 2000, Bob Stoops won his only title with the Sooners thanks to a tremendous effort from his defense. Though Florida State was favored by 11 points, the high-powered Seminoles offense couldn't even muster a score, losing 13-2. Led by Heisman winner Chris Weinke, who threw 2 picks and fumbled once, the Seminoles team, which had 9 players drafted to the NFL, had no answer to Oklahoma's defense.
Weinke in trouble, got away from one, now scrambling, and the fumble! Oklahoma's got it at the 15-yard line. Another defensive play, and it's...
The Sooners linebacker Torrance Marshall was named the game's MVP, and All-American safety Teddy Lehman had an interception and a sack.
Touchdown!
Number 9, 2009 Alabama versus Texas. Despite the 37-21 score, fans were still given an entertaining championship. Nick Saban's Alabama squad was led by Heisman tailback Mark Ingram and a defense filled with NFL talent. On the other side, Texas was led by 2-time Heisman finalist Colt McCoy. Yet McCoy was knocked out of the game on just the 5th play from scrimmage for Texas.
Now the option look, and Colt McCoy bangs into an offensive lineman who was being pushed back by Dederick. Brandon Dederick was in there, and so too was Darius, number 57. Darius, big-time defensive player for the Tide. There he is.
Yeah, big hit Marcel Darius in this football game against this kind of offense. Marcel Darius is the best Alabama defensive lineman as far as creating pressure.
Colt is hurt.
The Tide took advantage and led 24-6 at halftime. However, freshman Garrett Gilbert recovered after halftime and narrowed the deficit to 24-21 late in the 4th.
Gilbert fumble. Ball's loose.
Yet, on the potential game-winning drive with 3 minutes left, Gilbert was sacked and fumbled in Texas territory. Bama recovered the fumble and capitalized on the turnover, increasing its lead to 10 points before winning by 16. Number 8, the 1999 Sugar Bowl, Florida State versus Virginia Tech. The score may have been 46-29, but the Florida State Seminoles weren't in complete control of the Sugar Bowl. Led by Bobby Bowden and Chris Weinke, FSU looked to bounce back after losing in the championship the previous year. On the other side, the Hokies were led by Frank Beamer and Heisman finalist freshman Michael Vick. FSU dominated the first half, leading 24-14 at halftime, yet Virginia Tech rallied in the third and led 29-28 heading into the third. In the 4th, costly turnovers by the Hokies, including a failed fake punt, gave FSU great field position.
That sometimes happens after a block punt. One hop, Warwick says, let's go. And alley, 40-yard line, in a race, won't catch him. Hello, end zone. Handoff, and then did take off on a quarterback draw. Took a fumble, Knowles. Florida State football inside the 35-yard line.
The Noles scored 18 unanswered points in the 4th, and Peter Warwick was named MVP with a 3-touchdown performance. Number 7, 2008 Florida versus Oklahoma. In the battle between Heisman winners, Tim Tebow's Florida Gators used a 10-point 4th quarter to pull away from Sam Bradford and Oklahoma. During the regular season, the Sooners became the highest-scoring team in NCAA history at the time with 702 points. Yet, Oklahoma was held to just 14 points in the title game. The Gators defense, led by Carlos Dunlap, who was named co-MVP with Tebow, picked off Bradford twice.
Down the middle of the field, was it intercepted or just broken up?
They're saying intercepted by Ahmad Black.
And thanks to a dynamic performance by Percy Harvin, who ran for 121 yards on 9 carries for a touchdown, the Gators pulled away in the fourth with a game-sealing touchdown with less than 4 minutes remaining.
Tries to bring it in and finds the end zone.
Number 6, 2003 Sugar Bowl, LSU versus Oklahoma. Before becoming the architect of Alabama's rebirth, Nick Saban won his first title at LSU in 2003. Behind Iceman winner Jason White, Bob Stoops and the Sooners were trying to win another championship after capturing one in 2000. In this matchup between the country's top defense and its top offense, Oklahoma was no match for the stout Tigers' D. White was sacked 7 times and threw 2 picks, which championship MVP Justin Vincent ran for over 100 yards and a score.
Here he comes again. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Vincent! Amazing performance.
Oklahoma scored the only touchdown in the fourth quarter to make the score 21-14, but the Sooners couldn't muster another one to tie it.
Intercepted. And LSU has scored on the Marcus Spears interception, the second play.
And time out. It's that time in the video where I ask you the video question that you will get again at the end of the video. So you can start answering the question now if you want, or answer it later, or just watch the whole video and sit back and chill and enjoy yourself. So here's the question. So once you hear our list, we want to know, do you think there was a BCS National Championship game we missed in our rankings? So you still have a few more to go, but if we missed one, tell us, I guess. That's how we do it. Tell us early. Number 5, 1998 Fiesta Bowl, Tennessee versus Florida State. In the first BCS championship, Tennessee defeated a depleted Florida State Seminoles team. The Volunteers, using the talents of running back Travis Henry and linebacker Al Wilson, both future Pro Bowlers, defeated a Florida State team known for its potent offense. Bobby Bowden's squad went in the game without a starting quarterback, Chris Winkie, who was injured. The Bulls jumped out to a 14-0 lead, which included a pick-6 score, and they never trailed.
They've managed to handle Peter so far tonight. Outson puts it over there, and that's picked up. And it's going to be 6. It's Blaine Goodrich. Touchdown.
A 79-yard touchdown pass to Peerless Price broke open the game in the fourth, making the score 29.
Not as many times as usual when you're playing Florida State. That ball going down the sidelines is caught. Peerless Price. It's touchdown. There are no flags.
FSU rallied with a touchdown with just 3 minutes left, but they were unable to catch up to the Bulls before the final whistle. Number 4, 2010 Auburn versus Oregon. It was a collimation for Auburn quarterback Cam Newton, who had one of the greatest seasons by an individual player in history. After leading the Tigers to wins against ranked teams like LSU, Alabama, and South Carolina in the regular season, Newton became the school's first Heisman winner since Bo Jackson. On the other side was Chip Kelly and Oregon, who are revolutionizing college football with their high-octane offense. In this back-and-forth championship, after the Ducks had tied the score at 19 with less than 2 minutes remaining,
Runs down the snap, fires back for the 2. Jeff Mail got it. We are deadlocked at 19.
Newton led a 73-yard drive to set up Wes Bynum's game-winning field goal as time expired.
Auburn wins the BCS National Championship.
Number 3, 2013 Auburn versus Florida State. In the final BCS championship before the college football playoff was created, Florida State and Auburn certainly gave fans a great final act. Featuring Heisman winner Jameis Winston for the Seminoles and All-American running back Trey Mason for Auburn, the Tigers jumped out to a 21-10 halftime lead. After a lone field goal in the third quarter, both offenses went off in the fourth. After a 100-yard kickoff return for FSU,
Whitfield's coming out. Great return man. 30, 40, daylight. Green ahead. Got it. Headed for the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. A 100-yard return. And Auburn is stung by its own medicine.
and a 37-yard run by Mason.
Still going, end zone, touchdown Auburn. Not quite yet out of miracles.
FSU trailed 31-27 with less than 2 minutes left. Winston led a furious final drive, which ended with the game-winning touchdown pass to Kelvin Benjamin with less than 15 seconds remaining.
Would go ahead and run it. He's put Winston up under center. No, throw it. End zone, jump ball, touchdown. You know who he went for, number 1.
Number 2, 2002 Fiesta Bowl, Ohio State versus Miami, Florida. The 2002 championship between the Buckeyes and Hurricanes is one of the most memorable and most controversial games ever. Entering the Fiesta Bowl, the defending championship Hurricanes featured future NFL stars like Andre Johnson and Sean Taylor, making them the heavy favorites. Yet Jim Tressel and Ohio State, led by Maurice Claret, were leading 17-14 entering the fourth quarter. After a Miami field goal at the end of regulation, the game was sent into an extra period.
Chris Harvey snaps. Capshaw holds. But we're going to overtime.
In the first overtime, it looked as if Miami had won after a successful goal line stand until pass interference was called, giving Ohio State a second chance.
Intended for Gamble. Now there is a penalty flag thrown.
Hold on.
Hold the phone. Everybody comes running down on the field. You got to get off because there's a penalty flag thrown, and I think it's against Miami.
And if it's thrown in the end zone, the ball will be placed on the 1-yard line. First and goal.
Glenn Sharp trying to cover Chris Gamble, and he may have arrived a tad too soon. Randy Crystal. Yep.
Glenn Sharp, 31 on Chris Gamble, number 6.
The Buckeyes tied the score and held off the Hurricanes in the second overtime to win. And number 1, 2005 Rose Bowl, Texas versus USC. Arguably the greatest college football game of all time, Vince Young and the Longhorns' upset of the USC Trojans tops our list today. It was the granddaddy of them all. With Heisman winners Reggie Bush and Matt Leonard, Pete Carroll's USC squad had dominated the regular season and were looking to complete a three-peat.
Gets it. Goes to the outside with it. Oh, it's around the corner. Touchdown. I'm making sure.
Over his career, Leinart has thrown this ball high to either Mike Williams or Dwayne Jarrett. Both of them 6'5". You can see the collision there as Jarrett stretches out, breaks the plane, and scores for SC.
Yet, thanks to a historic performance by Young, who ran for 200 yards with 3 rushing touchdowns, Mack Brown and Texas won the team's first championship since 1981. In the final minutes of this classic, Young led a game-winning drive which ended with him running for the winning score on the 4th down in the red zone.
He's got it. Vince Young scores.
So, do you think there was a BCS National Championship game we missed in our rankings? Let us know in the comment section down below. And if you have an idea for a cool video, let us know down there too. If you like the video, feel free to like the video in the like section over there. And or over there, orientation's all screwed up. That's how you do it. And last but not least, if you're not subscribed yet, feel free to do so right now.